Hello, everybody. This is Kelly Stamps, and this evening I am ticked. I am mildly upset. My gears have been grinded, and I would actually like to share this story. It just happened right now. I am dressed up all cute. I got my little skirt on. This is a fresh wound. I would like to hear your input on this story. So I haven't been using any of those dating apps. I haven't been on any dates lately. I've been voluntarily celibate. I'm just enjoying my own company because every time I meet somebody, they just disappoint me. I think it's because my ex set such a high standard, and it's really hard to top that. Anyway, so I haven't been dating is what I'm saying. But I was like, damn, my skin looks clear. My teeth are glowing. My eyebrows look snatched, and my biological clock is ticking. Maybe I should just go on an innocent little date tonight. What's the worst thing that can happen? My dumbass invited somebody to my sanctuary, otherwise known as Italy, for tiramisu. Why did I let some random crusty dude from Bumble infiltrate my happy place? Now I don't even want to go get tiramisu because I'm going to think about this. Okay. So I was swiping away on Bumble. Left, right. And I swiped on somebody who was super attractive. He looked like Aladdin himself. And I didn't think he was going to swipe right on me. I'm cute. But I'm take home to mom type of cute. When you're in LA, you're competing with girls who have the huge fake butts and all sorts of hair extensions, eyelash extensions, butt extensions, all types of extensions that exist. So I'm competing with plastic. And I realized the type of guys that like me are usually the ones who are good Christian boys or just people who like personality mostly. And I'm insecurity. He's so cute. He's not going to swipe right on me. He probably wants a Kim Kardashian lookalike because he looks like a beautiful prince. Ali, Shadi, he swipes right. I'm oh my God. He swiped right on me. I texted him. Hi, how's your Sunday going? Great. He sends a paragraph back I'm having a great evening. How about you? I'm oh, he actually messages paragraphs. That's like me because I always send essays to people. Anyway, he's a really good texter so far, and I don't like texting. I said, hey, you want to ask me all these questions? Why don't we just talk about this in person? I'm going to get tiramisu right now. Fatal error. I'm going to get tiramisu. Would you like to meet me? I go to Italy. It's my favorite spot. He's okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I'm all right. So I'm pulling up. I'm looking inside to see just in case, is he a 90-year-old man? Because sometimes I get catfish. I look in, I see Aladdin, Ali, he's standing there, and he's looking fine as hell. I'm oh. He is tall. He has his, hair going. Oh, he got the cheekbone. Oh, I'm damn. I walk into Italy, and he's hey, Kelly. I'm oh, ew. I was expecting him to have, a badass Peaky Blinders, gangster accent. Hi, you've made it. I am going to impregnate you. He's wow, this place is really, really cool. I've never been here before. I'm oh, please stop talking. Anyway, we get in line for tiramisu. And I'm just ooh, I haven't had this in a day. I'm so excited to get it. He's is that the tiramisu? I'm why is he selling Bill Cosby? I'm sorry. He's is that the tiramisu? Is that the tiramisu? I'm yep, that is the tiramisu. And he's should we get one or two? I'm we should get one each because I don't like to share. He's okay. The guy's how many do you want? We're going to have one for you, one for me. I'm yeah, just one each. Or we just split one. Really? Okay, she's going to have two. I'm going to have one. I'm no, it's fine. So we're going to have three. I'm going to have two. She can have... So anyway, we check out. And this lady and her husband, an older white couple, cut in front of us in line. I am not a pushover. I look at him. I'm did you see that? He goes, yeah, that's pretty wild. They just totally cut us. I said, move. I pushed him aside. And I'm this is where the line is. You need to go behind us. And they're like, we're just going to buy one thing. And the cashier is just like, yeah, you got to wait in line. And they're like, ah. Anyway, their privilege jumped out. He was like, that was incredible. Wow, I love that you're so, like, assertive. You know, this is the best date ever. It's just so exciting. Like, you really don't take shit from anybody, I see. You really care about your tiramisu, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I do. Aside from his overzealous Bill Cosby meets, like, voice, he's really attractive still. And I'm still invested because whatever. Like, I can just tone out the voice. So we're talking. He's like, tell me all about you. I'm like, oh, I fucking hate when people ask me that. Like, ask me what are my interests. He's like, so what do you do for work? I hate when people ask that. Like, let's just talk about your interests. Let's go eat some good food. I want to know what music you listen to. I want to know, what are you passionate about? Not, what do you do for a living? Like, you don't care what I do for a living. Trust me. So I go on this rant. I'm like, blah, 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 air traffic control, blah, blah, blah. I'm from the West Side. He's like, wow, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah. And he said something along the lines of, like, I'm not trying to stalk you. I watch SVU. And I'm like, oh, you know, I like my SVU. This is good. This is going somewhere. So I'm getting invested now. Like, his voice is getting less annoying. He's really intrigued by me. And he loves SVU. I'm like, this is good. So we're talking about Law and Order. It's getting really intense. I'm like, did you see this episode? He's like, yeah, I saw it. I'm like, oh. So now I'm like, reformation.com/wedding dresses. I'm planning out what dress I'm going to buy. My bridesmaids, I'm like, oh, Isabella will look good in that. She'll look good at, oh, okay, I can see this. And we're just getting along. At this point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck the weird voice. This guy's cute. He likes Law and Order. He's really tall. He lives 5 minutes away in Brentwood. This is so convenient. What could go wrong? But he hasn't said anything about himself. I'm like, well, you know, why don't you talk? It's your turn to talk. He's like, oh, me? I'm like, who the fuck else is here? Yes, you. So his profile stats said he's like 6'2", he's 30-something, he lives in Brentwood. This is all true. It said that he went to UCLA and that he works in private equity as I don't know, let's say managing director. I don't know. Something important in private equity. So I asked him, how was your experience at UCLA? He goes, oh, honestly, I was like flunking all my classes. I don't even know how I graduated. I failed nearly every single class, but you know, it was just senior year. I just knew I would get a job anyway. Like, this guy comes from like shmoney. He was not concerned about trying in life. And I was like, oh God, not an affluenza case. At this point, I am mildly concerned because he openly said he didn't give a fuck about school. School's a joke to him. Like, daddy's money type of boy. I'm like, oh, please, no. Like, this is insulting to somebody who's hardworking. Anyway, I asked him about his job. He allegedly works in private equity. I dated somebody who did this, so I know a lot about it. I came ready with, like, questions. So I asked him a few. He just couldn't really answer them. He was dodging it. As he's talking, my eyes are just drifting away. Like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, so I have this job. It's really shitty. Pretty much, I, like, check to see if, like, there's, like, mold in people's apartments. And it sounds like he's, like, an asbestos investigator or something. And I'm just like, none of this was on your profile. Anyway, so he's talking about this job, which he said is so shitty, doesn't pay him anything, he hates it. But he's like, I don't really have to go anyway, because I have money, like, from his dad, obviously, whatever. And he's like, my dad bought all of my sister's houses in Santa Monica. I'm like, ugh. He finishes up his story about how he hates his job, it's really crappy. And then he goes, oh, there's just one more thing. I'm like, oh, fuck. He goes, I have to tell you, I really like you. I like your energy. You're very assertive and you sound like you're outgoing and you're ambitious. I do have to tell you something. I'm like, do you have HIV? He goes, no. I'm like, are you married? No, God, no. It's nothing like that. I'm like, oh, what is it? He goes, I do have a kid. My heart kind of sunk. I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. He goes, does that bother you? If I knew that he had a child, I would not have met. I am interested in men with no children, no previous marriages. I am 23. I don't want to deal with your baby mama drama. Don't want it. It depends. What's your relationship like with your child and your ex-wife? He goes, We didn't end things amicably. I give her a lot of money every month, and we do split custody. I pay my nanny a lot of money. The little guy's over 50-50. Like, I don't want to be at his place, and then little kid comes up like, "Hi, mommy." And as he's just talking about this, I'm just thinking about his Bumble profile and how none of this was on there. Now, a lot of men disclose on their profiles, have children, or don't want. Most people do put that they have children. They are honest. Did he lie by not disclosing that he had kids? He put all of the other filters, but he skipped that one. He's practically guilt tripping me, saying, "You're such an amazing girl. Like, I've never had such a good date before. You have such great personality, and I don't want to pressure you. Like, I fully understand if you don't want to be with somebody who has kids." I'm like, "Wait, kids? You said kid." He goes, "All right, I have 3 children." 3? I don't want those baby kids. Then he asked me, "Do you not like children?" I like children. I like hanging out with them, then passing them back to their parent. Then he changes the subject, like, "So anyway, I got stung by a stingray." And he starts talking about the stingray incident, and my brain is just like, 3 fucking kids. And I was swimming, and then I felt something hit the bottom of my foot. And I was like, "What is that?" And then I felt it in my foot, and I couldn't walk for like a whole month. I felt like a cripple. You know what I'm saying? I felt like an actual cripple. And people were making fun of me. And it turns out the stinger was in my foot. Okay, look, honestly, I feel like you bait and switched me. I don't understand. You should have disclosed on your profile that you have children. I feel like you could have disclosed this on your profile. It is a huge deciding factor. You know this. You're grown. And I don't think this is your first time doing this. I resent that implication. My children are not baggage. They are a blessing. And this is the best date that I've been on. So I don't understand what's your problem. Well, the problem is that I spent time and energy picking a nice outfit, spent money on gas coming to you. He goes, "No, I resent that. Is it really that big of a deal? I have 3 kids. So what? Lots of people I have kids." I said, "So why did you not put it on your profile? Tell me that." "I didn't think it was important." Yes, you know that it was important because you put every single stat except for that. You skipped it. He goes, "Okay, this is why I didn't put it. Girls are judgmental about it. And I knew that if I met you in person, talked to you, got to know you, then I told you, you wouldn't be so judgmental about it. I think it's quite unfair. And women are so judgmental about it. I thought you were a nice girl. I thought that you would be the one that was different. I chose to meet you and talk to you and get to know you, then weave it into the conversation to see if you were open about it. But here we are. I guess you're not cool about it." I said, "Yeah, I'm just not cool with liars." He goes, "I'm not a liar." I said, "I think it's time for you to update your profile. Put the fact that you have 3 kids and that you're not even divorced. You're like separated from somebody. Put that you don't work where you work because that's misleading." He's like, "Well, I had a great time with you. I'm sorry that you feel that way about me." So I got up, I start walking to my car, and I said, "Oh, I'm taking the tiramisu with me." He wanted to split it. Fuck that. I took that tiramisu. It is right here. And honestly, those apps are just not a good way to meet people. I met my ex on that app by chance. He happened to be a needle in the haystack. I've just had so many weird situations. The last one, which I'll tell in a different story, he claimed that he was a lawyer. Then we met, and he's like, "I'm actually unemployed." My ex kicked me out, and he came with a duffel bag, and he was like trying to move in with me in New York. I'm like, "Oh my God." Anyway, I'm gonna continue my celibacy / break from dating. Things have been very simple for me lately. No drama, no hurt feelings, no expectations not being met. I go to bed, no one's cheating on me. It's really nice. And if I want company, well, there's my left hand. Just rub the magic conch and then the feels go away. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Who was right? Does a nice young lad like this guy have to disclose the fact that he has 3 children and a baby mama on his dating profile? Or was I right that you should disclose that and just deal with the fact that you're going to get less matches, but it will guide you towards somebody who is willing to deal with that? Thank you for watching.